front row and 4 table tickets for that one.
Oh, 4 and 4.
Yeah. Here, I've got this. I've got this list if you wanna. That was sent 2 days ago. Oh, we're on. You ready? Oops.
I've got most of these.
Good morning, everybody. It is your KCHW morning show. It is Thursday, August 14th. We are here with myself, Chuck Ritchie, and of course, our lovely co-host, Gina Greenwood. Good morning, Gina. Oh, you don't have your microphone in front of you, Gina.
Oh, we have to have
She-
We gotta have the microphone.
I caught her. I caught her on camera as she was taking notes and writing stuff down and getting ready for the show.
That's right.
Gina's such a.
Good morning.
She likes to be so prepared.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
might as well.
So how are you this morning, Gina?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. So I want to. First of all, I want to let everybody know about our special guest, the second half of the show.
Yes.
We have Leah B, also known as Ileana. She is our newest Thursday evening DJ.
And this is her first night. She said.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
She's going to make her
Tonight?
debut on. She's going to make her radio debut tonight at 6 p.m. right here on KCHW with her new show, Pretty Static.
Pretty static.
And I am pretty ecstatic about her being our
I am
newest DJ.
very, very excited. to have her on.
She's enthusiastic. She is a wonderful person, and she's got a great taste in music. And she's
She's a shining light.
she's already got a little
She's
bit
got
of a name for herself as a DJ around the area,
Yeah,
and
she sure does.
excited
And a
to
new
have
mama, a new
her.
mother.
Yes, she's
For
got a new baby.
Aurora,
Yes,
just like Northern Lights.
beautiful baby girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's Northern Lights.
Exactly.
Aurora
She's
Borealis.
it's like this was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
It
For
meant to
sure.
be. Well, thank you. Meant to be Leah B.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
Oh, gosh, now I'm just getting cheesy. All right, well, we're going to have her on the second half of the show.
We are.
Very happy to have her. I want to take a minute. First of all, actually, let's go through the weather, and then I want to talk a little bit about some fundraising stuff we've got coming on for the radio station before we get into our community calendar.
Okay.
Not just fundraising stuff. We have a really, really wonderful series of radio plays coming up for the month of October that
Excellent.
I'm very, very excited about.
Excellent.
And auditions. So we've got. We're not calling them auditions for this one. We're calling it a casting call.
Okay.
And that call, the people signing up are. We got a lot of people signing up for this. People are really excited about it. So we're going
Good.
to talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
First of all, let's go ahead and get into the weather. Today, things starting to cool down a little bit. It's been hot lately. Too hot,
Smoking hot.
right? Today's a high of 87 degrees. Still warm, but not quite what it's been, but still a welcome relief from the almost 100 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
I know at
And
my
the,
house.
And the breeze was pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. I know at my house, I think it was Monday or Tuesday possibly. I think it was Monday. Our thermostat showed it over 100 degrees.
It's been really hot.
And that was on the porch in the shade. It
Oh
was
my.
showing over 100 degrees. So I don't know what the actual temperature was or whatever, but yeah, it was too hot. Yeah.
It's nice to cool down a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So 87 for the high, 60 degrees overnight. We're going to get some partly cloudy skies overnight. Chance of rain raising up to about 11%. Might get maybe a couple sprinkles, doubtful. Then on Friday for the market, this is going to be gorgeous. 77 degrees for the high, 61 overnight. We're going to have cloudy skies, so it's going to be cooler, a little cloudy, and chance of rain sitting at about 4%. Not too likely, but we might get some rain later in the evening that's going to continue to get heavier overnight until Saturday morning when we have a 90% chance of rain. It's going to be raining all day on
Good.
Saturday.
We need the rain.
You know what
The earth
Saturday?
needs the rain.
You know what Saturday is? Saturday feels like to me. It feels like a good day to just snuggle up and stay inside.
Well, I don't know.
But
There's some action going on Saturday.
maybe get out and
Get
dance
out-
in the
well,
rain.
yeah, totally. And there's going to be fun on Saturday. We'll talk about that too.
Oh yeah. There is some really fun stuff. Good. So just maybe do it for a little bit and then get out of the house. I don't know. Do what you want to do.
Do what you
All
want.
right. Sunday we have a high of 84 degrees, 55 overnight. Chance of rain dropping down to 7%. 83 and 57 on Monday, staying in that mid 80s range for the high. Tuesday, high of 87, 55 overnight with mostly sunny skies. Not a chance of rain on Wednesday with 88 degrees and 55 overnight, and that sun coming out. So we got some more 90-degree temperature coming up later in the month, but for now it looks like we're at least sticking in the mid-80s for the next week or so.
That's good.
At the most.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about some of the stuff we got coming on. I'm very excited about it. First of all, we have August 30th. We have the Rev It Up for the Radio car show. Now, this is going to be held at the Chewila Park.
Right.
We've got we're going to have live music. We got a couple food vendors lined up.
The Infusion Band, of course, David, Bergman, and everyone. It's organized this little Rev Up. And you just show up at 9, is what I heard. Donate $10 because it's a fundraiser for the radio.
Yeah.
Bring your cars. You don't have to pre-register or anything. You just show up, and somebody will direct you to where you pull up your rig, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Like you said, vendors and the Infusion Band. I'm sure maybe a couple others. I'm not certain, but it's going to be a fundraiser.
I'm leaving that up to I'm leaving that up to my friends, the Bergmans.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be a great show.
But we want to invite anybody who has an awesome rig, fancy.
Yeah.
They want a vintage or Corvette, whatever you like, whatever your passionate
it'd be
vehicle is. Just bring it on down.
It'd be fun to see some cool old motorcycles there too.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping to see those old World War II style motorcycles with the sidecar.
Right.
I love those.
Those are awesome.
Those are fun. Someone was talking about sidecars the other day, and I was imagining the motorcycles. They were talking about doing some event. And they were talking about the side-by-sides, like the newer four-wheeler thingies.
Right.
And I was getting all excited because I'm like, oh, it's going to be a bunch of sidecars. They're like, no, it's going to be everyone doing it was a parade for Fall Fest.
Okay.
Don't confuse that with our event right now. I'll shut up. But anyhow,
I was
going off on a
quite
tangent.
a bit of raffle drawing. Will be happening again on Friday tomorrow.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
And Chuck will be selling the tickets for that. $5.
Yeah.
Lots of items for that, and there'll be a drawing for these collaborative packages, right? And there'll be 2 major packages for the raffle, and then we'll have a silent auction on that Rev It Up for the radio.
Well, no, I think we just have the one. We just have the one raffle package.
Well, for the actual raffle, right?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be like at 2:30.
Yeah, and then everything else is going to be silent
auction. Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
And you've got the list of stuff. Do you want to tell us?
I have the list.
It's going to take a while. Do you want to read? You can read the whole thing if you want, or just kind of skim through it. I think maybe we should go through it all.
You want to go through it all?
Let's go through it all.
Okay, then we have to also talk about this Saturday coming up for
the
library and the Loon Lake Festival. Okay, so the raffle package, all inclusive, is a kayak. Rich and Sandy Johnson donated that. Fishing pole, Valley Market. Fishing gear, SETI's Ace Hardware. REI Day Pack with an algae bottle. Seafood gift certificate from Blue Creek Mercantile. MK Coffee Station, $25 certificate for that. And then we have a little treasure pool, and that's always fun. That'll be in the package as well. So that will be the drawing will happen at the Rev Up for the radio.
August 30th, we're going to be drawing that.
At 2:30. Then the silent auction packages are amazing. There's the Blue Zoo, 10 passes to the Blue Zoo Aquarium, and a Marcy Bravo jellyfish.
Yeah, and that's for a family. That's a family pass for up to 10 people in your family, which is
annual, which is
incredible.
a whole year.
Yeah,
right. I know. And 6 carousel rides, 2 sky ride gondola rides, 2 roller skating or scooter rentals from Riverfront Park, aquatic painting by Miss Orla Colvin, and then 10 Lindsay car painting by Tom Miller. Another painting, Waits Lake Trout, brown trout by him as well. Painting by John Sebastian. Bamboo Fish Wind Chime, Sally Bean from the Bean Patch Antiques. And a $100 gift certificate to from Wonderland Spokane. 4 front row tickets, Billy Bob Thornton, and 4 and the Master Box Masters. That's what his band.
Yeah.
At the Spokane Live, September 4th. Then we have 4 table seat tickets. That's what I just said about Billy Bob Thornton. So that's a repeat on that. 2 tickets.
So 4 of those are front row tickets. 4 of those are table tickets.
4 front row. So we have 8 tickets.
8 total tickets to
Billy
Bob Thornton
goodness.
and the Box Masters.
And the Box Masters. 2 tickets to Masterwork performers are the Gustav Mahler at Spokane Symphony.
Which is going to be awesome.
The Fox Theater. Right. Gift certificate to from Anthony's, the Spokane Falls, which is a beautiful setting. They have great food as well. Gift certificate, potentially from Frank Steiner, which probably will happen right around the corner. And we have a couple others that are just kind of in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing that was just secured yesterday, a barrel of peaches.
A barrel?
Yeah, and honestly, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the orchard. It's a U-Pick orchard, I believe, up near Kettle Falls. I'll need to get the.
Okay.
I have it.
Well, there's Sherman Creek. That's one I do know of, and then that's what comes to mind.
That
It could
sounds
be
familiar. I
Sherman
think
Creek.
I think
Yeah,
that might
I
be
do
it, but I'm not
believe
going to say until I know for sure.
But a barrel.
Yeah,
A barrel
well, I
of
mean, it's
peaches.
a large basket. We'll
But
call
still,
it that.
I love the sound of a barrel of peaches.
Right. So it's good for probably enough to do some canning. If
Right.
someone wants to, or have a nice peach party.
And then just a little shout out, just to remind just to let people know if you didn't go last Friday to the regatta, literally there were 64 boats that were built.
Yeah.
And Genevieve, I just want to shout out the STCU. Jessica's the assistant manager. She arranged Genevieve to come over, and she saved me. And there was a lot of parents that were involved. But I tell you, I was just so grateful for her help. And we were moving, and
She
it
was
was
awesome.
We had the boatyard full, 64 boats with marshmallows and cherry tomatoes and sails to go
Right.
to boot.
Some
And
elaborate, some not so much.
I mean, it was just wonderful. And you guys were fun.
we were.
You guys were great MC.
I was having a blast.
I know.
Yeah.
It was fun. And Ryan, it was just great. But I guess there was 44 for 10 and under. 44. We had to have all
Yeah.
these heats.
Yeah.
So maybe next time we should just divide up the ages a little bit, like right instead of
Right.
10 and under, because that seems to be obviously the most popular age.
Yeah, it is.
And that was quite a turnout.
So what-
that was
what-
fun.
What gets me is the winner of the adult.
Oh my goodness. Is that hysterical?
He literally he was a last minute entry. He picked up a scrap of zucchini off the ground, threw it in the
a
water,
little slice.
a little
And
slice. And he won.
That was funny. That was funny for sure.
So I do feel a little bad for Miss Hannah. So it was her chance, I believe, to win a three-peat.
3 in a row.
And she didn't win it. She
The
lost to a
slice
scrap.
To a
However,
scrap. Oh yeah, that were a scrap.
However, she did make up for it because Saturday at the Valley Fair, she actually won the prize package I was really hoping for from the raffle for the
That was
Valley Historical Society.
yeah, that was quite an elaborate. What did she win? Do you remember?
She won the chocolate package, which included an
the
outdoor fire pit
and chairs,
4 boxes of chocolate
quilt.
chairs, a quilt.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. She won.
She won that one.
Good for
which
her.
which in my opinion was like
They had quite a
the
bit.
package to win.
And again, thank you for the beautiful honor to Jackie Franks and that beautiful little white schoolhouse, and the bouquets from Abigail from Pardon My French.
That was
And
beautiful.
It was so. I was in the slideshow and all these beautiful garments that Jackie had made.
They were
incredible. Like, I knew of her talent as far as the twinkle in her eye and her watercolor painting and her sweet soul, but I really didn't realize that she was a seamstress. But Gail Schrappe said that she also did some costuming over the years. But some of those coats.
There was
and
a coat she made in 1947 that looked like it could have been made yesterday. It was gorgeous.
It was incredible, and she was wearing it at the slideshow.
Well,
when
was she?
When we saw the shot,
Aw.
and just little memorabilia. Her little her nurse's bag with that case was so lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It was just super touching, and I really appreciate all the effort that was made.
Also, so the Valley Schoolhouse, during the fair, got a visit from I believe the state fair commissioner,
The highest award
and gave them the highest award
for that memory for
yeah,
Jackie.
for a
Mhm.
display
It was so beautiful.
in Washington State.
It was
for the year.
great, and I know that many people contributed, and then we had books that were available for Jackie's collection
Yeah.
for donations, and it was just wonderful.
It was
and the parade was pretty funny. I always giggle at parades because it's just, it's great.
We showed up a little late for the fair, or for the parade, but
Wow.
but we
okay.
we got there right as the parade was like ending.
So there's a lot happening on Saturday.
Yeah. Really quickly, I still have a couple things I want to get through.
Okay, that's
so
good.
we have next week auditions and we'll get
okay.
these in the calendar. So next week we have on the 19th. Let's see here. Let me make sure I get it right. The 19th, 21st, and 23rd. So that is tonight. Wait, no. That is Monday. Sorry, gosh, my brain. It is Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday of next week. We have Monday, Thursday, and Saturday of next week. it's not all showing up here for me.
So what is this? What is this? That
So this is, we're calling it Nevermore. Let's see. I got to get the name right. Nevermore Radio. This is an Edgar Allan Poe anthology. We're going to do these as a series of 3. They're not going to be live on the air, but we are going to invite a live studio audience. We're going to be selling tickets for people to come, and it's not just coming to watch the show. So you're going to be involved.
Interactive.
Yeah, you're going to be involved in the taping of a live radio play of a radio play, and so the director, Laura, she's going to be part of the play, almost acting as a conductor. There's going to be sound effects, Foley art, with the actors reading the different plays. 3 of the poems are going to be read as poems. We have the Raven, of course, obviously. Mm-hmm. We have Bells, and my brain right now, the third one is slipping out of me. So
and this is all going to work up to the Halloween, right?
Yes.
That's what's exciting,
yeah.
too.
So 3 of them are going to be the actual poems. 3 of them are going to be adaptations of the poems as short stories.
Oh.
That Laura's actually writing herself right now.
Excellent.
And then those are going to be pre-recorded. So you can come to the show, you can come watch them be recorded, sort of be involved as the audience. We're going to record, audience noise for interaction.
Right.
And then
you can listen to it too, just like real live radio show.
Exactly. And then afterwards, you can actually get up on stage. We're going to have all the Foley things, all the sounds. You can play with them. You can record them. You record yourself.
And interactive. I love that.
And sort of get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And then the coolest thing about doing it this way, 3 days later, you can go home and you can actually listen to the thing you saw live on the radio post-production after it's been edited, after all the filters have been applied. It's going to be really great. And then August 27th will be a live performance at the Performing Arts Center with the actors and the cast.
October
27th. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the live performance at the Chula Center for the Arts.
Right near the Halloween-y time.
Yeah. It's going to be gorgeous.
Excellent.
It's going to be beautiful, and I'm
very
excited
creative.
about it. Yes. And then, let's go ahead and get on to the rest of the community calendar while we have time, because it is 7:45.
Right.
Yeah,
I just really want to make sure we let people know about the library at Loon Lake opening, honorary new library, and the Loon Lake Summer Festival.
Yes.
This Saturday from 10 to 4. Library will be open until 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's start. So today we have diaper distribution from 10 a.m. to 11:30 at the St. Mary of the Rosary Parish Hall.
Okay.
And these are free diapers for the community. There's a whole, there's pull-ups available. There's standard diapers available. There's wipes available.
Nice.
They do this once a month, and it is
That's
huge.
very helpful to
very,
the young.
very helpful.
We have lots of young families with kids.
And
that need it.
Diapers are expensive.
They're expensive.
If you have a young baby,
the
money just goes flying out. So any help you can get is fantastic. Great service they're putting on there. The Chula Food Bank open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They need, you go there if you need it, or drop off donations.
Yes, and volunteer if you'd like.
Exactly.
Everyone always needs a helping hand.
Tonight is the second class for the Designing with Canva shop. This is the Bring Your Own Laptop series put on by the Chula Creative District and Tractor Beam. This is a hands-on 2-day mini course using Canva to design flyers, postcards, social media graphics, posters, presentations, event programs, and more. So
that's tonight?
Yeah, tonight at the Aaron Huff Memorial Center.
What time is
upstairs.
that? What time is
that? That is at 6:30 to 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
So to register, you can check out the Chula.events calendar and click on the link today. There's a link to register. Or you can email Laura at MindMeld Creative, or if there's 2 emails, Laura at MindMeld Creative or Laura at tractorbeam.com or tractorbeamhq.com. And the registration is $60 if you are a Creative District member or a member of any nonprofit in the area. That registration goes to $40. The first class did already happen. I'm not sure. There's some people that are taking the second class, and it looks like they're possibly going to add a third class.
Right, so you didn't have to take the first class.
Yeah,
it's just each individual.
Yeah.
You can come tonight and...
Tonight will be slightly more advanced, so if you're a little familiar with Canva, it'd be good to, because Monday night was it was the basics. Kind of went over some of the stuff. But good class. I learned a lot. So
it's always good to learn new things.
Yeah. So then tomorrow, and then Craig Meyer Karaoke is going to be firing up the karaoke machine tonight at 8:30 at the Oasis Tavern. It's always a good time over there for Craig's karaoke.
Yes, indeed.
And then tomorrow morning from 7 to 8 a.m. at the Misquaw Cafe inside the casino is the Chula Chamber of Commerce meeting. The public is welcome, and they actually really love seeing new faces there. So that's a. If you want to find out what's happening with
Yes,
the chamber, that's a good way
definitely.
to go. We have adult pickleball at 243 Par Place up at the golf course, the Chewila Court Center. That's happening from 8 a.m. to 11, or whenever they get stopped for the day. That is free to the public, and it's the world's fastest growing sport.
I know.
Pickleball.
It's incredible.
It really is.
I still haven't. I gotta at least embrace it. I've
Right?
never even played it before. I can't believe that, but it's true.
It really does look fun,
It is. It is.
and
fun.
it's kind of a good low impact workout too.
Excellent.
There she is. All right, so then 11 a.m. Friday. Tell us what's happening.
Well, Friday's the market, right?
right.
That's farmers market with all the beautiful vendors and volunteers and lots of. There's an article that Debbie Barbie presented to the Independent, and it's quite lengthy. It has the pictures of the winners, but also about all the organizations, and it features the Creative District.
Oh,
This
cool.
paper.
Oh, nice.
I know. And
Nice.
Chris and all of her effort, right?
Yeah.
And Cora, her daughter, she pitches in. I know Paula ran the booth last week as well. And then it just focuses on all the different artists that you guys have featured in that
Yeah.
venue,
Yeah.
in the booth. And it'll just be fun.
And we've got some new artists that have signed up to join it too. So there'll be more to
so
come. Yeah.
read that article. It's quite intensive. So it's a nice one. Really
Very
nice.
cool. I'll have to check
Yeah.
that out. I haven't checked the mail yet, so I'm guessing it's in our
Right.
mailbox
I
today.
I got it this morning.
Cool.
It's awesome. So yeah, we could talk about a little bit about Summerfest. We've got the lineup.
Mhm.
Okay, so Loon Lake Library is opening. It's renovated, beautiful.
Yeah.
And then little shout out to my son Forrest. He's been polishing up the totem that David did, the Loon Lake totem. It's
Oh,
it's
cool.
incredible. He's done a beautiful
right,
job.
yeah.
Really proud of him for that. And then I'm going to be there.
Awesome.
With the kids dancing around,
Awesome.
sand mandalas and some
So-
bookmarks.
So what days is this?
Saturday? This
Just-
Saturday.
Just one day. Okay.
Yep, this
So
is
you
the festival.
You got one day.
But the library, they're just honoring the opening of that library. It'll be open on Saturday till 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's regular hours. Again, that's written in one of the articles. But there's a Heartbeat Cloggers, 10
Mm-hmm.
o'clock. Then we have Sean Nicholas. And then at noonish, we have Allison Joy Williams Band, right?
Oh,
and then
cool.
at 1 as Chase and Steve Riddler. And then around 2 o'clock, Little Gospel Devils. 3 o'clock, Two Stones and One Bird.
Awesome.
Yep. And then 4 o'clock, the Dinosaurs. So
Nice.
that
the
is
dinosaurs.
Dino. I know Dino.
You know
Sorry,
Dino. No, that's okay.
And he's not a dinosaur. He's just a wonderful soul. Great
really
spirit.
is.
Yeah.
He really is.
Dinosaurs.
I'll have
And then tomorrow, the morning show,
Yes.
right? Craig,
Yes.
you, Paula, and the special guest, James Berkeley.
James Berkeley. He's a wonderful artist. He's performed in Chewila a couple times. I've met him a couple times. Really, really, really great performer.
And what does he play?
He plays guitar.
Okay.
He sings, and he's kind of his career's kind of doing pretty well right now. So
Oh,
we're
excellent.
really
And
excited
that's
to have
tomorrow
him.
morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. The morning show.
And I gotta go back to this the Loon Lake Summerfest. I'm very excited. I heard some names on there a few names we've had on the show before.
It's a great lineup.
And there's a great lineup. And if you don't know, I've got her CD right here, autographed, Allison Joy Williams. She is I'm not even kidding you, a world-class blues singer.
Excellent.
She has worked with, they're not listed on here, but she has told us some of the people that have worked with her on albums before. And they are
We love the blues. We love the blues.
They're household names in the music industry.
Excellent.
I mean, huge names, as well as her album, How You Look at Things. Also she's got some.
I like that
some,
title.
Some big names that have been helping her with that. She's also got some local.
And she was
folks.
here on the show?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
great.
She's also got some local folks she's been working with. Kind of she started her music career early and then stopped, to raise a family and
Right.
and have a husband who was in the military and traveling around. And
And so she'll be on about noon is
Yeah.
what the lineup is. And there's just a great lineup. It'll be great.
yeah, wonderful stuff.
Wonderful.
Wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
All right, then we have, let's see, of course, the Loon Lake Historical. I just clicked on the wrong thing here. Yeah, the Loon Lake Historical Society, to go along with that, the Old Schoolhouse Museum, the gift shop, and history room, they'll also be open as well.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be great.
I might have to go check that out.
Come check it out.
Yeah. All right, then on Sunday, of course, we have the All Ages Blues and Brews Jam. Speaking of the Dinosaurs,
There you go.
they are hosting the All Ages Blues and Brews Jam. That happens at Fired Up Pizza every Sunday from 4 to 8 p.m. at 206 East Main Avenue.
And it was Tammy's birthday on that day. I wasn't able to go that day. She plays the spoons, and she was the one.
Oh, yes,
the
yes,
picture
yes.
with Doug when she volunteered at the raffle that we had.
I love her. She's wonderful.
Yeah, at our Summerfest. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a blast.
It's awesome. Well, we're excited to have Ileana in the house.
Do you want to go by Leah B or Ileana?
Leah B. Either.
Yeah, I think Leah B is a little
Okay.
easier for people to remember.
So that microphone, let's go ahead and get you on now.
Yeah.
That microphone, you have to talk into the side of it, so tip it straight up. There you go. And you talk, oh, I don't have it on.
So, yeah, like
And
sideways a little bit.
Bring it up a
Hello.
little, talk into the middle of it. If you talk to the top of it, you won't hear you.
Is this better?
That
You
is
got
better.
it? Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks
Leah
for having
B.
me on, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Good to
Can
see
we
you.
call you Leah or Mrs. B?
Leah works.
Okay.
I like that.
Leah B. Leah B. That's so awesome.
Good morning. Yeah.
Tell us how that came about, by the way. I like that story.
Yeah, I had a lot of nicknames growing up. No one could pronounce Ileana, so Leah was just one that I really liked. And then my middle name is Berlin, so
Berlin. Excellent.
Oh,
So
nice.
Leah B. I love that story.
yeah, it's cute.
It is.
In my family, my mom's side of the family, Leah is the name Cecilia is a thing. So the firstborn Cecilia, going back to the late 1800s on my grandma's side, names their first daughter Cecilia. So if your name's Cecilia, your first daughter is named Cecilia, and it's gone on for
Tradition.
I think to my fourth great grandmother.
That's awesome because it's oftentimes
Cecilia
the
Torrey.
man's name that
Yeah.
travels through.
Yeah,
It's
Nice,
actually-
Cecilia. That's
Cecilia Anderson is who it was.
awesome. Excellent.
And so my cousin is Leah, and I think her daughter is Celia. My aunt is Cece. So there's but
A lot of
Leah,
variations. I
a
like
lot of
that.
variations.
That's
of that.
awesome.
Fun story. All righty, so yeah, welcome. Are you excited? You're excited about
yeah,
the show,
I'm very stoked. It's going to be a lot of fun.
and we're excited to have you. I mean,
I'm
and
thrilled.
so we've had a lot of DJs come on, and you were, I gotta say, your enthusiasm. You're like, yeah, let's do it. You
And
came in.
tonight's the debut.
Yeah, I
Yes.
couldn't be more excited, honestly. It's
And I love the
a fun
name. Tell
opportunity.
everybody the name of your show.
Oh yeah, Pretty Static is
Yeah,
the show name.
Pretty static.
And like I said,
I'm liking
we're
that.
pretty ecstatic about it. So we're going to get into a little more details on the show and what to expect and what's going to happen, and talk to you a little more about the break, or after the break, rather.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I think we've. Is there any more events or anything we need to cover?
I think we're good. It's probably about time to have a break and then
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
go forward.
Let's go ahead and take our break
To
a
be
little bit early
continued.
today. We're going to listen to some news. We're going to thank our sponsors, and then we'll come right back after
Yes.
the break and talk more
To
with
Leah
our
B.
newest DJ, Leah B.
Go to go.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back. Thank you for listening to KCHW. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. Oh, what's going on
The
here?
Public News Service Newscast, August the 14th, 2025.
Well, that works too. We'll just go
I'm
straight
Mike.
into the news.
President Donald Trump told European leaders during a call Wednesday he does not intend to discuss any possible divisions of territory when he meets with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska this week. That's according to 2 European officials and 3 other people briefed on the call. That from NBC News. They report that Trump said on the call, which also included Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, that he is going into the meeting with Putin with the goal of securing a ceasefire in Ukraine. Trump and European leaders agreed that a ceasefire in Ukraine has to be implemented before peace negotiations can begin. NBC notes some of the European leaders were left with the impression from the call that Trump is not optimistic about the results of this meeting with Putin. Meantime, Head Start providers in Maine now face financial and logistical challenges after the Trump administration proposed restrictions on undocumented children.
Experts say many centers are already facing federal funding delays, which have impacted their preschool programs, and that meeting new administrative immigration requirements could put them out of business. Rita Furlow with Maine Children's Alliance says immigrant parents already on edge could choose to keep their kids home.
Families may now consider not participating, even if they do qualify. It just may make families nervous or uncomfortable.
She says that means children could miss critical early education and health interventions that are shown to improve their long-term outcomes. The Trump administration says the change is needed to deter illegal immigration and ensure only citizens benefit from taxpayer-funded programs. I'm Catherine Carley.
Roughly 3,000 Maine kids are enrolled in Head Start. And advocates for Social Security are rallying in Phoenix this week at an event they're calling the Silver Sit-In. The program is receiving increased attention as D.C. lawmakers cut social services across the nation.
The Trump administration has made cuts to Medicaid and other services low-income people rely on through its budget reconciliation bill. 1 out of 10 people use Medicaid as their only source of insurance. The Arizona Alliance of Retired Americans, Lynn Ogburn, adds there were staff cuts to the Social Security program back in February. She's concerned reduced staff will eventually lead to reduced benefits.
People here rely on it for their mortgage. They rely on it to pay bills. It's very, very difficult here because there are so many people that don't have a retirement income.
Ogburn adds that potential cuts to Social Security funding, which turns 90 years old this month, are especially frightening to people who have disabilities. The Trump administration has said it is right-sizing the federal budget and working to eliminate waste and fraud from social service programs. I'm Mark Moran.
This is Public News Service. Next to California, where a bill before state lawmakers would help foster children and their families recover from natural disasters like fires and floods.
At the end of August, the State Senate Appropriations Committee will decide whether to pass Assembly Bill 689, which would create a $2 million statewide child welfare disaster response fund. Susanna Niffen with the nonprofit Children Now says the fund would cover urgent needs like transportation, interim housing, and replacement of essential belongings.
If the state is financially responsible for children and families in foster care, then they need to step up in moments of great harm and do something for these kids and families.
California is home to just under 40,000 foster kids, and there is no dedicated financial disaster assistance for them or their foster families. I'm Suzanne Potter.
And a group of New Mexico lawmakers and voting rights advocates renewed redistricting meetings this month with the goal of preventing the sort of gerrymandering being promoted in neighboring Texas.
The 2025 New Mexico Redistricting Task Force wants to be ready with recommendations when the legislature redraws the state's political maps at the end of the decade. Project manager Dick Mason says they're leaning toward advocating for an independent commission.
We removed the congressional redistricting from our proposed constitutional amendment, and we knew that was a no-starter. So we are just looking for the state Senate and House and our Public Education Commission.
New Mexico voters currently favor Democrats, who control the governorship, state Senate, and House of Representatives. I'm Roz Brown.
Finally, the clock is ticking for the Colorado River Basin states to decide how to split up shrinking water supplies. Some conservationists are reconsidering a centuries-old water distribution tradition at work across the arid American West.
As historian Nick Sines with the Hispanic Conservation Leadership Council explains, each spring, farming communities in Colorado's San Luis Valley are in a race against time to water crops before snowmelt disappears. In the tradition known as a sequía, decisions are made democratically, and irrigation priorities benefit entire communities over any individual user. Sines says a sequía offers a blueprint for how to share a scarce resource.
That's going to require us all working together. That's going to require some concessions and some compromise and trying to envision how, as a group, we can make decisions about our collective future.
Decades of drought exacerbated by a warming climate has greatly reduced water supplies for the 40 million people who rely on the Colorado River. And under existing rules, agriculture and other users are already allocated more water than the river can deliver. If Colorado and other basin states can't come up with a new plan by October 1st of next year, the federal government would step in. I'm Eric Galatis.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 8:02.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chewelah Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chihuahua.
This is KCHW 102.7.
My playlist there is getting a little off today. I'm so excited to have Leah here. I just can't even remember what buttons to push, right? So good morning. Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. Again, we are back here with myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have Gina Greenwood and our very special guest today, Leah B. Here, let me get your camera adjusted here. She is going to be our newest DJ. She has her show Thursday evenings. It's going to be pretty static.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And it's tonight, first show.
The big debut. I've
Right?
been working on it.
That's so exciting.
So are you nervous at all or more just excited?
I think sometimes I can't tell the difference, actually, so I can't tell you.
Right? When your cells of your body vibrate and it's that.
Yeah, so I just tell myself it's all excitement. That's what I'll
Good.
say. Yeah.
It is. You'll be fine. I mean, you're an old hat at DJing, right?
Natural.
Yeah, and I usually do live events, so I feel like the hardest part will be not getting direct feedback from the audience. That might be easier, might be harder. I don't know what to expect.
It is a thing to just you just put it out into the universe, and maybe in a few days you might hear some feedback about it. You might get some text while you're on the show, but yeah. But I'll be here with you, and we'll make sure it goes great. We'll make sure everything sounds good.
You're a pro.
And yeah, you'll probably teach me some things.
Pretty Static is an awesome name. I
Thanks.
have to say.
Yeah, I like it.
It's
I thought it fit the vibe of what I was going for.
So tell me where the name comes from.
I just thought it felt really cosmic, like you were kind of meant to tune in. And I think that's what a lot of people do on the radio. They're just flipping through and then they're like, whoa, they're playing this on the radio? And then you stick around and you're like, I guess I was meant to tune into this
synchronistic,
station.
right?
Yeah, and then I felt like that was,
Absolutely.
me, the prettiness through the static, the cool sound. I liked it.
I love it. So tell us a little bit about what you're actually going to be playing.
Oh, it's going to be very eclectic. A lot of different genres, a lot of different eras. I'm thinking I'm mostly going to be doing some alt and indie, but a lot of funk, lo-fi, anything with a good groove. I love something you could dance to, or like a late night drive to. If you're on the way home from work, something you can just really check out to. That's the energy I'm.
And speaking of synchronicity, we realized that Miss DJ Pro here
Leah B.
debuting tonight. No, Leah B. We know. We met here.
Yeah.
Right here. She took lots of dance classes.
Oh, yeah.
And say a little bit about what you experienced when we crossed paths when you were 9 years old.
Yeah, I was just a little baby. This
Right.
radio station
Right
used
here.
to be a dance studio. It used to
And an
be
art
Gina
center.
Greenwood's art center and dance studio. And I did both. I started off with dance.
Right.
It was first hip hop dance class, and then I took off from there. Yeah,
Yes, all different
everything.
styles because we were very eclectic.
Yeah,
I love that.
I did any class you would let me take.
Which was all of them.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, we did a lot of fun stuff. Barter, trade, art, dance, and here you are. Here we are.
Yeah, talk about
That's
meant
incredible.
to be here.
That's
Full circle.
It gives me chills.
So we talked a little bit about it during the break. So you're dancing. Did you still dance?
I mean, not professionally,
right?
But get some music going, and
you know
absolutely.
it. Absolutely.
Do you have from Gina's classes? Do you have a favorite that stands out to you?
I think my favorite that still sticks with me was belly dance. I think that
excellent.
it was a group
Orla?
of women.
Yes,
and
all ages.
I was the youngest. I was
Yep.
a little sprout, obviously,
Mhm.
but I was just this
And
sense of womanhood that I really loved.
Beautiful.
You know,
And
we
Orla
all
was
could
our
just let go. It was really
Orla was our
fun.
matriarch, and then we just kind of grooved together, and I love that. That was very, very different age groups, which
Yeah.
was super, super bonding.
It was a lot of fun,
And
and it
it's
still
very
sticks
fluid.
to a lot
It's-
of my dance moves today.
Yeah, it's very,
That's awesome.
very fluid and very, tribal too.
And I love the concept of the different age groups. 'Cause
I love
think
it.
in our society we've created these boundaries between age groups, and I think intergenerational relationships and friendships are super, super important. And
Very
I think,
important.
I don't know if it's the modern school system or just society has.
And just to bring all the
sort of-
different walks of life
Yeah.
together and
Yes.
celebrate through music, art, dance, energy, food, all of it, all of the arts that bring
Culture, even.
Culture. Oh, yeah, because that's all of those things are just this wonderful array of different cultures that come together, and you form these bonds that are just forever.
And I have to say, I am excited. So speaking of belly dancing, the young lady we had on the show a few weeks ago who was part
Gabby?
of a belly dancing troupe, yes,
Gabby, mhm.
We might have their belly dancing troupe, perform during Fall Fest.
Excellent.
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we're excited about that.
Synchronicities. That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
the
I love
Mystical
it.
Phoenix is their
Thank you,
troupe
thank
name.
you,
Mhm.
thank you. I couldn't remember what it was, but yeah.
And
we're
I went to
excited.
see them.
And Stephanie
And we met.
Eliza. And
Yes, so wonderful. Gabby and I met. She just volunteered. I was doing an art festival up at Colville, and she happened to, again, synchronistic, 1 week before, and we were looking for somebody to help us, Marcy Bravo and I, and she just signed up, went to the rec center, because we like to promote volunteers too on the radio show, because we really need help in the world. Radio station needs some help, go food bank or the animal sanctuary, just give yourself away, just give of service. So yeah, we met, and then we got to know each other through that week, and then I find out she's in a troupe, and then we brought her on here for our Inspired Youth. So it's all coming together.
Wow, and that's also a
was
benefit
fun.
from putting yourself out there. Is you
Absolutely.
make so many connections that you would have otherwise just totally missed out on. It's
Right.
beautiful.
And so, so Leah B and I were just chatting, and I think I want to have a little soiree and have a private soiree and have her DJ, because she does hire. She's available for weddings and events. So there you go.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. You are a DJ.
Yes, yeah.
And how long have you been DJing?
Oh, about 2 years, if you also count karaoke hosting. I do a lot of that, or I used to do a lot of that as well, which
So-
I love that as well.
Right? So what kind of events do you do?
I hosted Pride in Colville for the first 2 years. That was a really big deal. That's what I'm most proud of. Like I said, I do a lot of events, a lot of just general parties, soirees.
Soirees and weddings.
Absolutely. Weddings are my favorite. Oh
And-
my gosh, I love love.
And she's a new mama.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
beautiful babies. Tell us how ironic. What name did you name her?
Oh,
And
there
here
you
we
go.
are.
Yeah, Aurora is my daughter.
Aurora.
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't
For
it?
Northern Lights Radio, right?
Absolutely.
That's
You
dedication.
named her after the radio station.
Aurora Borealis. Oh, that's so. What's her middle name?
Valentine. Yeah, my little princess, Aurora
And how old is
Valentine. She's 7 months old now. Isn't that crazy?
7, my favorite number.
Yeah.
Isn't it such a joy
That's
to be
a great
mom?
name.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's the best. And like as amazing as I thought it would be, it's even better somehow.
Sorry, my phone's ringing. Sorry.
I don't know how to do that.
I-
I tried to, but
I forgot to silence my
no,
phone
it's
because I had to use
just
my
so
phone.
wonderful to see you. I didn't know, because how would I know? And then all of a sudden you're, just sauntering through the market with this beautiful baby girl, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and she's the smiliest, happiest baby I've ever met.
It brought
It's
me
so
a lot
much
of
fun.
joy to see you as a mom.
And to run
And
into you again,
Again.
as a mom. Yeah, and then like it was
I know,
full circle.
because I just love being a mom. I still love being a mom to
Yeah.
my fabulous son, Forrest.
Well,
Go, dear.
So Gina, you've been working with kids in this community for how long? A while.
A long
couple
time.
years. A
Yeah,
couple years.
30 plus, maybe.
And so you see this a lot. You see a lot of the kids that you've worked with in town.
I do. It's
Grow
very
up, have
touching.
families of their own, be successful.
Right.
How cool is that to have?
Well, a lot of
people
people
come back as adults.
A lot of people as adults that have children now, they're like, okay, we're ready for you to do something again. Like, we might collaborate on that.
Yeah.
I love doing the market because it gives me that pulse still to be with children, big kids at heart, and just having the creativity, which I have layered into the Kernel program.
Oh, yeah. I see kids dancing out there, hula hoops, all the good stuff.
Ribbon sticks and things like that, plus the art and the education behind it. You know, and the kids get those $2 vouchers, right? And they can go buy fresh food. And that's sponsored by Catholic Charities and STCU, and I think Vista a little bit too, you know. So it layers in, but I pretty much donate a lot of supplies. And we've had vendors donate supplies to enhance the program. So it's so much fun.
That's what it's all about. Community,
Let's have some
man.
fun community energy.
Art, children, that's what life's all about.
It sure is.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy you're here with
Me
us.
too.
Right?
And you know what? Being somewhere else at the market, I can't tell you how many times kids come over and they show you, look at what I did over there with Gina.
I know, it's so sweet. And there's just a lot of fun. You know, you can just feel it. And it's wonderful. So, yeah. You're never too young to come and hang and do a little something. And,
right?
Yeah, and Aurora, she can get her $2 bucks and buy herself some cherries.
Yeah, she loves some cherries.
Ooh, nice.
The other day, it looked like she attacked someone. She was all covered in cherry juice. So
that's awesome.
The best.
Fruit attack. So, welcome to parenthood. What's your favorite part about being a mom? Or can you narrow it down?
Okay, actually, I would say maybe it's just because it's morning time and it just happened. But mornings when she wakes up, she's the most smiley person you've ever met. It's so crazy. I don't know how she wakes up so happy. And then it makes me wake up happy. And I've never been the type of person to wake up like bright and shiny.
And she's
made me a morning person.
You that light.
Yeah, that's something I was
love and light.
Absolutely not expecting was to become a morning person with motherhood.
That's incredible.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sparkles, they're sparkly.
Yeah.
And she's a smiley girl.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's got that big gummy smile. It's
right
great.
on. That's so beautiful.
That's awesome.
And how's Dad?
He's clicked, and he wanted a baby girl so badly.
Okay.
So badly, and so it's just it.
So you guys
he's
have
a perfect
beautiful
little dynamic.
Yes, that's joy.
I'll have to say, as a dad to a baby girl, it really is. I mean, there's something so precious about that, and you know, you get protective.
Oh yeah,
and you know,
but also soft.
Yeah.
Oh, he got so
softer.
He doesn't care who around him sees him loving on his baby girl. It's so sweet. But then he gets that extra layer of protectiveness too. It's such an interesting dynamic to watch evolve.
You know, then it comes later to like, you know, painting your nails and you know, having tea parties and doing makeup. And you know what? People, why are your nails painted? Because my daughter.
Yeah.
And then people get it. They're like,
because I'm painting my nails with my daughter.
Exactly.
And people are like, oh, cool. They give you good job. They'll give you a high. You get like the biggest, baddest, gnarliest biker come along. Oh, you got your nails painted. Yeah, because I'm painting with my daughter. And they're like, oh, good job.
Yeah,
good
you're like,
job,
notice
Dad.
how it's not a good manicure?
right.
Good to have that feminine masculine balance for sure.
Absolutely.
My French tips are a little, look a little wonky today.
Yeah, and it's funny how the toughest guys you give them a granddaughter, whatever, a daughter. Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're pudding.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
absolutely.
Sweet.
Melting.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad you guys are doing well. And I've never met your. Are you guys? No, is it your husband?
Partner? Yeah, he's my boyfriend.
Okay,
but yeah.
Okay. I've never met him. I'd love to meet him sometime.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. He's a great dude. He's a plumber for West One, so you probably met him actually.
He's
always around everywhere.
Oh yeah,
excellent.
Yeah. That's cool. I was
I'm
a former plumber
I'm very,
myself
very, very happy for you.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. Many moons ago.
It's a hard job, it sounds like. He comes home and I'm like, whoo, tell me the stories.
Yeah. And there's quite a few stories, I'm certain of that.
I've got some stories that I don't think it might make the people at home feel queasy. I'm not going to say them on the air.
Yeah,
oh, I bet. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm tapping out of that one. That clogged pipe doesn't need to have my name on it. I don't need to hear.
So what energy would you like to share with the audience listening to anyone, doesn't matter what age, to stay inspired in life?
That's a really great question, actually. I would say it might not feel like it, but you're right where you need to be. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of times where you're like, how does this line up in the grand scheme of my life? But things tend to work out exactly how they're supposed to.
Exactly, and we have to trust that.
Yeah.
Trust that.
And put effort. Don't passively, but
right.
put effort towards making every step, every day.
And the moment-to-moment life,
like
moment-to-moment, is a very important thing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
So did you ever, because I know, I run a radio station. This has never something in my life I ever thought I would do. But I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm having the best time of my life. I think for the first time at 40 something years old, I think I found my calling in life. But never something I thought I'd do. And when Scott 7 or 8 years ago or so now asked me to be a co-host on the morning show, it didn't take much for me to say, yeah. I never in a million years would have imagined doing it. Did you ever see yourself doing this? I know we're just a little community radio station, but still, I mean, it's incredible.
It's a big deal to me.
It's
yeah,
incredible.
it's huge.
I've enjoyed.
I'm like, hey, look, Dad, I'm on the radio,
Right?
I never saw myself being on the radio. I thought that might have been a little too ambitious. I grew up listening to, I was big in Sacramento as Radio FM. That was the big station I would listen to every single morning, and I was very dedicated to it. And I got used to the DJ's voice. And then locally, I kind of fell into karaoke hosting and then DJing. And then that's what I'm saying, stuff that I just was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a go. I love music.
Absolutely.
And then it became a passion, like something that I was like,
passionate about.
Oh my gosh, like this is what I kind of wake up for a little bit is music and creating a community. And then I was like, I used to work in bars a lot. I'm sure some people know me from the Oasis, Cahoots. I used to work all over the place. And then after I had a daughter, I was like, I don't want to work in bars anymore. The late nights are really hard. I want to be there for bedtime. But I want to still be involved in the community and in music. And this just... like a beam of light shone down. I was like, that's the radio.
That's right.
Public radio. That's exactly what I want to do, apparently. And it just...
So incredible.
Yeah, it became a passion almost immediately.
I love that. I'm trying not to smile so I can talk.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, radio is, over the years, with streaming services and everything, we know radio has been sort of in the decline, but public radio has been one of those that's kind of has held fast.
Yeah.
Whether that's NPR affiliates, or like ours that are a little more rare, we're a completely independent public radio station. We don't.
It's a beautiful thing.
We don't.
It
really truly is.
Yeah.
We're not beholden to any larger corporation or company for our programming. We make the decisions here.
And what year did Scott launch this?
Scott launched the station in 2012.
Okay.
So I believe March 5th of 2012 actually was when the station was officially launched.
Excellent.
And then that was when all the paperwork was signed, and I think it was about a year later when it actually hit the air.
That's what a wonderful. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, the station just had our 12th birthday. Next year we'll be teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it'll be something.
Talk about a soiree,
right? Right. We'll do a black tie. We'll do a black tie soiree.
I really want to. Let's make this happen.
It's
happening.
in the works.
It's
official.
So watch out.
We're already.
It's about time.
But public, radio in general, it is. It seems like a medium. There's almost like a. I'm going to call it a divide, because my generation, we grew up with radio, and now we have streaming. So, I remember as a kid, radio was everything. I could remember, just like the meme, sitting there with my recorder, with my hand on the stop, one finger on the stop button, one finger on the record, to wait for that song that I knew that I wanted to come on and record it. And so many of my childhood memories come from radio, and I can remember meeting radio DJs and being like, oh my God, it's a celebrity. And then there's, as streaming came up, we also, got used to streaming. We got introduced to that and the convenience of it. And there's a lot of, I think probably the millennial generations have never really had radio in their lives.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you talk to them about radio and they're like, oh yeah, that's the stuff my grandpa or my dad listened to when they were little. But then you get to the younger generations and, like the what's below the millennials? There's Gen Z.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
Is the next one after me, I believe, is Gen Alpha.
And they love radio. I mean, absolutely love it.
And you're wanting to encourage, interest in at
Absolutely.
the station for younger people. So as anyone's listening, one of the things that's one of your passions too is to get people more involved
and to pass this on to the next generation.
pass
and
it
I
on.
think that's one of the things I'm so excited about having you on, because how old are you? Can we talk
I'm
about
25.
that? Okay, 25.
Yeah.
So still
I'm a Gen Z technically, actually. Yeah.
You're not a kid anymore, but you're still pretty youthful, and I think having that influence here is really going to go a long way to
so incredible.
I think you're going to radiate more than just your 2 hours a week on the air, and I'm really excited about that.
Well, thank you. And I think radio is actually coming back in a big way, especially public radio. I think it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of punk rock to have this thing in this world that's always trying to get a subscription out of you, always trying to get you to subscribe. And we're drowning in indulgence. We have this Spotify or whatever at your fingertips.
Yeah.
And you have so many options, and yet I personally tend to listen to the same playlist over and over and over and over again.
Right.
But the cool thing about the radio is it's something that's curated. It's something that someone else is taking you along for.
Right, in the spontaneity and the
you listen to something, you're like, what is
organic
this?
in the moment too, like we talked about.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's like records.
I love it.
People want to have something that's individual.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have something that's maybe not a playlist that they set up, but something they get to experience alongside someone, you know? And I think that's coming back in a big way, actually.
I agree. And, you know, for me, my ADHD brain, I will listen to something over and over again that I absolutely love until that moment that switch hits, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, God, I hate this.
Yes, I've killed so many songs that way.
I can't listen to this anymore. And that's the beauty of it, is because you're not, it's like you said, it's not your playlist. It's somebody else curating it, and you don't hear that same 18 songs over and over and over again. And then to me, that's so beautiful.
We had a beautiful guest, Shalin, who was an incredible pianist, and he went off to college. And one of the beautiful things that he shared with us is that he's played all types of music, but what he loves to do is like he just plays improvisational, but he layers in soundtracks of movies that have touched him. So all of us know a song that we hear that connects us with the film that moved us in such a big way. And that's the beauty of music. Like, it's our cellular memory, like these certain songs. And very diverse in music, and I love just all over. But the energy of what the music brings to our lives is so rich.
Absolutely. And the way it connects people.
Absolutely.
That's my favorite
Again,
thing.
the culture, like we talked about, and, well, dance, you know, all of us coming together, and it just brings you right back when you can hear a couple little first lines of a song, and then it'll take you right into transform you.
Absolutely.
Teleport, you know, either way.
And
Parallel universe.
Music does a thing, it connects all of your senses.
It does.
Where when you bring back to that memory.
Cellular body.
It's not just the movie, or it's what you were doing that day. It's what you're eating. It's the smell in the room.
The feelings you were having in that general time you were obsessed with that song.
So transports you, like I was sharing.
It really does.
Your whole body, the sensories.
Somatically.
Like, absolutely.
It really does. And to get into, you know, a little more philosophical stuff, you know, even scientists, you know, people that explore, you know, extraterrestrial life, that sort of things, there's a kind of a universal agreement that if we were to ever communicate, it's been portrayed in movies over the years, that if we were to ever communicate with another species, intelligent species, music would be the way to do it, because music is even it's math.
It's universal.
It's universal,
and it's telepathic, energetic
it's
field.
math you can feel
right
here,
right,
like
your heart, the heart center.
Exactly, and like math is static. Math is math. It's what it is. But when you add it to music
and make it a tempo,
it's a way you could theoretically convey emotions to other beings that don't understand your emotions through music.
Yeah, I mean, I think of classic pieces of music, you know, like just a cello playing, and you can feel what the cello is feeling.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that would be the one way to communicate with plants, with anything.
Well, and even right here, we know that, you know, animals love music. There's a weird phenomenon.
Plants love music.
They do.
They do, because when we had our space here, I had tons of plants, and all the young people, I said, no, you need to talk to your plant and play music. I had music going all night long for my plants right here.
They love it.
And I had huge, amazing plants, and they love music, and they like to be, you know, petted and talked to, just like animals. I mean, they're living organisms, and we've talked about that. They've had theories on that, where, you know, the plants give love, and then some energy not, and you just feel the difference.
There have been a lot of studies about the way, even without physically touching them, the way you treat a plant actually affects the life of the plant.
And they love music.
Even yelling and shouting and screaming and saying nasty things to plants,
it will affect
that plant.
Absolutely.
They won't thrive, yeah.
That Yakamoto study we talked about in the subway at Chicago, he, Japanese scientist, he had these vessels of water, and he had the molecular photograph one vessel would be love, and then another, hates, and then another one. And the energy that people in the subway put into this water, and then they took images. They're amazing. The ones that were given love is this beautiful mandala pattern of the cell of the water, and the energy that was not was completely like
broken and erratic.
Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, that's
powerful.
Yeah. Look him up.
That's
Nakamoto.
crazy.
You know,
Wow.
and there's a known phenomenon that's actually kind of making the rounds right now, and it's real. I've looked it up. Cows love jazz. Specifically,
who doesn't?
Jazz, right?
That's fantastic.
So funny.
It's this weird thing, and it's sort of there was an article or somebody did a write up on it and posted videos of themselves playing jazz to cows, and more people started doing it, and it's become this real thing where people play different types of music for cows, and they found that
I've
Their
not.
favorite's jazz.
if you go out in
Jazz.
the field and you start playing some jazz,
They're
especially
like, this guy's going on.
especially live instruments, if you actually go out there and play, they absolutely love it.
That's fantastic.
And elephants really respond well to music. And I saw a video the other day of a drummer out there playing the drums. He was at a zoo, right, where the elephant could sort of reach between the bars, and he brought his little drum set out and he was playing, and he got, without knowing this elephant, without training the elephant or working with the elephant, would get the elephant to repeat his beats that he was doing with the drum.
This is interesting too about the elephants. There was a Thai restaurant. I don't know if it's still open in Deer Park, and I taught some dance classes at Deer Park at one point, and I would go get Thai. Oh, I'd sat there waiting for my to-go order, and there was these simplistic, beautiful, two big paintings right on the wall while I was waiting, and I just happened to say, those are really awesome paintings. And he goes, yeah, we saw our elephants in Thailand paint those.
What?
She was full Thai, and he was Caucasian. But yeah, at their wedding, their ceremony, these elephants, they painted these paintings.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were incredible. Like, they moved me to comment on them,
Yeah.
and then I found out that's what those were painted by
That
elephants.
connection, you're like, oh, that's what I was feeling. That's crazy.
I know, and at their wedding.
That's beautiful.
I know.
Wow.
Is it open still?
It looks like they are open.
And the name is Thai Garden, I think?
Thai Station.
No, it wasn't. Right there in Deer Park.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's still Thai, but I don't. Anyhow,
Well, I
it may
hope
be
so.
the same owners. Who knows?
I
But
hope
I'd
so.
love. Yeah. Speaking of Thai, Nina and Joe's
Nina and
Thai
Joe.
food at the market.
Oh, yes. Oh,
and
my
she
gosh. they're
donates a
amazing.
lot of beautiful things to the kids, and there's been a lot of wonderful donations, towards our area too. But that food is yummy. And her spirit and Joe, they have quite a little story.
They really
how
do.
they met. You could ask them.
I love those too.
Yeah. Speaking of Thai.
Right? And
Oh, yeah.
It
I
shows
love
how
Thai.
how much the food here is appreciated, because that's the one week in and week out.
Oh,
There's
my
a
gosh.
line going out to the
Right,
street.
and there's so many wonderful food vendors this year. So
There really is.
And you have to get there early because their food always sells out like pretty early.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, people
Yep.
go crazy. Talk about the line wrapped around the whole booth.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. So I want to talk more about your show and sort of some of the motivations behind your music. And I know one of the things that I love that we had kind of talked about was it's going to appeal to all ages, right? It's
Absolutely.
It's not a specific demographic you're looking for. These are going to be some things for younger folks, for older folks.
I love that it's going to be eclectic.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
One of my favorite words.
Yeah.
And so the common theme is just going to kind of get people up and moving, right?
Yes, yeah. The common mood will just be groovy. I want it to be something you can kind of feel in your bones, and you can feel your head nodding without even intending to.
Excellent.
And that being said, like every generation has their groovy beats. I think everyone's going to get their piece of the pie, and you might discover something that you're like, what even is this? This is so cool. You're pulling out your phone trying to look it up. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
That'll be awesome.
I'm
looking forward to it.
I love there's a lot of people like to say, oh, the
It's
music.
6 to 8 tonight, by the way.
6
Yeah,
to
tonight.
8.
I just
6
want
to
to
8 p.m.
say tonight.
Right here on
6 to
KCHW.
8.
Yeah, you got to tune in then.
So there's a lot of
Leah B.
There's a lot of notions that music nowadays isn't what it used to be. But I always like to disagree with people.
I very much disagree.
There's some pop music out there, and it's the way it's always been. The a lot of stuff that's been heavily overproduced. Which, if that's what you like, then do that. There's no such thing as bad music. That's what I.
I think there's a
believe.
time and a place for every genre.
Exactly.
That's absolutely true.
And I think with the rise of again social media, streaming, the availability of music that's out there now to people. If you don't like something, go find something else because it's out there.
Yeah.
And
there's someone making it today, right now, something you'll like.
Exactly. And there's new genres popping up, and there's a lot of different fusions of different genres that are popping up right now.
Yeah.
And there's a return lately, sort of this trend of returning to music for the sake of music.
Absolutely.
It's not so much about selling tickets or following an algorithm or following a formula to create sales. It's about what the musician is feeling.
Yeah.
And our current technology is allowing that music to sort of come to the top, as opposed to whatever an executive decides.
Yeah.
Or a team of people in suits.
There's so much more independence, freedom, freedom to explore.
Yeah, that's I'd say the beautiful thing is right now, I don't even think we realize that we're in the golden age of music.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways, I don't think
agree.
we can go forward with how much luxury we have in music right now.
Yeah.
I could go onto YouTube and look up any song in the world and have it right there, and probably a cute little music video too.
Right.
And then I have Spotify, and I can curate these gorgeous playlists, any song. And the best part, my favorite part about music today, is that you can have your old music, you can have that collection, but then also there's a return to form for a lot of genres. You have bands like Greta Van Fleet that sound exactly like Led Zeppelin. You can have that. You can have new music that sounds exactly like your old music. But also, independent artists have the freedom to just upload into the ether now.
That's what I love.
They don't have any
independent
gatekeeping.
freedom. Yeah.
And so now there's new sounds that you never had the chance to hear before because it didn't sell. But now we're finding out I don't know if sells is the right word, but it's connecting.
It is.
It's connecting deeply with its audience, and you just have to find what you're looking for. It's out there,
Well, and one of, in my opinion, one of the words used to describe him most often is the word important. A young musician by the name of Ren.
Yes.
Who is out there right now, absolutely killing it. I mean, he is
a performance artist on top of musician.
Yeah, he's a performance. He's bringing back the
I love
bard
the
genre.
Yeah.
He is a modern bard. He's a storyteller. He's a performer. He does, like you said, he does performance art. It's not, he combines everything into his
So
music.
what's the artist that you introduced me to that I was so moved by that you got to see? Remember?
Tash Sultana. And I know,
I don't know if I'm familiar.
She started as a street performer in Australia.
You will love this musician.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Tash. Sultana, like Sultan with an A. And so some of her speaking of technology and our current social media bringing music to the top, she was a solo performer. She did she would perform with guitars, bass guitars, an electronic drum kit, and she loops. She's a looper, but she does it on a level that I've never seen anyone do.
You can go
before.
to NPR Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, she did a Tiny Desk show.
Oh, I bet.
So now
Anyone
you
who
have-
takes music to that level of creativity, oh
you
my
will
gosh.
so enjoy this.
I remember it was
this person.
about 10 years ago. She had a couple of her videos that went viral, and it was like, whoa, what in the world?
And you and your
Who is
wife got to
this?
see her live.
Yeah.
And she plays how many different instruments?
Oh, man. At her concert, she must have had 15, 20 different instruments on stage that she would go back and forth and play. She would pick up a saxophone and do this, like, face-ripping.
Like all these instruments, when you said that, I was just like, wow. And you turned me on to her with this, the Tiny Desk and the NPR.
That's amazing.
And I think we have some mutual friends that were there as well. Brianna, Zoe. I saw quite a few people there
That's cool.
that I knew. Yeah.
Maybe I do know her music, or her face, just not by name.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably.
You probably
That's
do.
probably it.
But revisit.
Yeah.
She performs
absolutely.
barefoot.
And we are
dancing around
gonna
on stage.
we're gonna be so looking forward to tonight.
Oh yes.
Pretty static.
Yeah.
6
to 8 p.m.
Oh
I'm
yes.
excited.
Yes.
I'm super excited.
So speaking of the new genres, is there any of the newer genres of music that really appeal to you, that jump out to you? Do you have any favorites?
Yeah, I go through phases. Right now, I really like Glass Animals. They have a really cool vibe to them. I also really like Tame Impala. Let me think. Well, I said Greta Van Fleet because they've been on my mind. They've been on my rotation a lot lately. Yeah, a lot of different. I've been on a Bootsy Collins kick for about a year. Talk about funk. I love
funk.
Yeah, he's a lot of
Bootsy?
fun. Yeah, Bootsy Collins.
Bootsy's the best.
Yeah, he's amazing. I love him so much.
With a Z? Bootsy?
With an S.
Well, Bootsy Collins started out in
I
James
love funk.
Brown's band.
I love
Yeah.
So he was James Brown's bass player.
yeah.
And
All
then
right.
and then that's when he met George Clinton, and George Clinton and Bootsy Collins formed P-Funk.
Awesome.
And of course, the legendary P-Funk. I've got to see P-Funk perform a couple times.
Oh, really?
And, yeah,
Where was this? Where'd you see him
in
perform?
Alaska.
Oh my gosh,
at the
Alaska?
ski at the ski
That's so
lodge,
cool.
actually.
The ski lodge?
Yeah, and I actually got to meet George Clinton, and that was I mean,
Wow.
it was a weird meeting. It was at the bathroom stall in the bathroom.
Trying not to make eye contact. That's so
right?
funny.
It's the ski lodge, so there's not like green rooms and private bathrooms. It's just the bathroom. And I'm at the urinal, and all of a sudden I look over, and there's George Clinton pulling up next to me, and I'm like, and he just looked up at me. He was like, "How's it going?" He said something profound, just like a one sentence thing, and I'm just like, "Hi." It was
That's
incredible.
amazing.
And I got to,
we took Dave and I took Forrest to many concerts, but James Brown.
That's amazing.
I could make a list. My son's been exposed to a lot of beautiful music, and he's a great musician himself.
James Brown is one of the greatest performers to ever live.
Oh my gosh!
I bet he's up there with like Prince when he just walks into a room and the energy
incredible.
You can feel it whether you know them or not.
Oh
you know?
yeah. Oh yeah. So there's I call it the James Brown phenomenon. And as a DJ, I don't know if you've experienced this or if you ever used James Brown for a party.
Yes.
But if there's ever a lull in a party,
put on James Brown.
You throw on some James Brown. You got to be sparing with it because you can't overdo it. But that party will change. James Brown will change the tone of an entire party with a single song.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Flow Motion is another great band. I don't know if they're still playing out of Bellingham, but we met each other simultaneously at the China Bend when our performers would go there, and we were ready to go for a Ben Harper song before Ben Harper was even on the radio, because I just love that.
Oh, I love Ben Harper.
Oh my gosh, I choreographed a piece that Flow Motion did, and it's called One Legged, and it was James Brown broke his leg, and it is a fantastic. I did a piece to that, and they're really awesome. I don't know if they're still around, but yeah, we actually brought them to Valentine's gig, and we performed. Our troupe went to Canada, and they had big drums. Big Japanese drums, and they were funk based.
That's awesome.
Flow Motion out of Bellingham, and they did a song tribute to James Brown, One Legged, and it's awesome. It was an awesome piece. I did.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know.
love it.
That's cool.
But yeah, so anyone out there, the James Brown phenomenon. Just if you ever at a party and you need a little pick me up, throw it. It doesn't matter. Any James
Fun
Brown song will
fact: it works for karaoke too.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
I'll bet.
There you go.
I'll bet. I'm glad you know. 'Cause
Yeah. We wanna pick up a dull crowd, sing some James Brown at karaoke.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Another one of my favorite sort of current genres of music is sort of a funk, or it's like a funk jazz electronic sort of like there's actual name for it. I think it's not electropop, but it's like this got like this sort of disco sort of vibe.
No, I know
that
exactly
gets you
what
up
you're
and
talking
moving,
about.
and this like funky sort of
Oh
backbeat.
yeah, just love
but then
it.
throw in a little like a little synthesizer or something
Little
in there.
disco almost too,
Oh,
on the sprinkled on top.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's so much fun. And there's a few of the bands like Parcels and
Yeah.
Poolside
Yeah.
and some
Nice.
really great one. So they're not around anymore, but they're
It just makes you just gotta dance.
oh yeah
Exactly.
I mean that.
It's making a comeback in a big way. Funk and disco
I
and
love it.
anything groovy. I think people just want to be able to feel the soul in their music right now.
Absolutely.
You know?
oh yeah, and it allows an escape.
Yeah.
It really does, and it allows you to.
And dancing is just such a good thing for the soul. I just dance a lot, and I dance all around, and cook and dance and music, and I don't have TV, and I don't have. I mean, true. I just like music so much that I have a variety, and I just love it. I'm really looking forward to your show because there's no mistakes. It was synchronistic.
Exactly.
Your new show at Thursday night at 6 to 8
6
p.m.
to 8.
every Thursday.
Every Thursday
Pretty
starting tonight.
Pretty static.
Yeah.
With
Come
Leah
in and find
B.
something you like, because I'm sure there'll be something new, or maybe even you'll just hear something and be like, "Whoa, they're playing this on the radio?
There you
What?
go. Yes.
That's awesome.
So great.
So I have just a random music story here that I have a hard time talking about it without even getting emotional, because it was a very surreal experience. It happened right here in the Chewelah Safeway. The Fugees version of "Killing Me Softly" came on their
While you were shopping.
While I was shopping.
Okay.
Every single person in the store stopped what they were doing. Couples were dancing. People were singing a song. The entire store everybody stopped shopping. It was.
Oh my God.
It was the most crazy, like out of body surreal experience.
That is
I'm like,
fabulous.
what is happening?
And that
here?
transcends time.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
and
because
I
that's
will-
like when it first came out. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I will never forget that experience.
Beautiful.
It was a couple
Beautiful
of years
story.
ago. And then the song ended, and everyone just got back to their carts. It was
teleported time capsule. And then the energy of the music, and everybody just had that magic moment.
Yeah.
One of those moments you
that's-
remember you're human. You tap in and
Yes.
get out of your little like canned response phase that you're in at the store.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
you're like,
an
whoa,
incredible story.
We're all
And-
here.
and
And I can visualize.
Yeah.
And I
We
was
can
going around, I was
visualize
like,
it.
was this planned? Was this like choreographed? Because it was literally
Touching.
everybody had just stopped. There wasn't a single person that was still remembering they were shopping. It was bizarre and
Wow.
beautiful. It was a really
Beautiful
cool moment.
story.
Yeah.
I've had moments like that when I'm just driving and you're driving home from work and you've had a bad day at work and a song comes on and you're just like so involved in the song that you forgot you had a bad day at work. You forgot you're going home. It's like it's just you and the road and the song.
And the song.
And that's it. And you almost don't want to leave the car when you get home. You're like, I'm gonna let the song finish.
Absolutely.
And you ever like at a stoplight or again walking down the grocery aisle, song comes on and you just start dancing and you get that person
yeah.
that kind of walks towards you and they're looking at you like what's going on, and you just nod your head and smile at them. And then usually you get a smile back and they're like okay
got
I
it.
see
And you know
Yeah.
they want a boogie too.
Right.
You know they do.
And sometimes they do.
Yeah.
And that's a cool moment. That's a cool moment. I love that.
Oh yeah, that's how it is at any live music event. I'm always dancing. I know you are too. There's always some dancing going on,
danced
and
to any
it's
karaoke.
like contagious.
I know.
Other people
I've
around you are like, I have
can't
the
tell
freedom
you
to do
how
that.
many
huh?
times that I'm not shy about that. And first one on the floor, last one on the floor,
Yep.
all the time. It just really helps me, my spirit. It makes me just feel the connection, and my body just has to dance. It's just one of the things I do.
Yeah.
And there's movements your body's asking for subconsciously that you only really notice when you're dancing.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, that feels good. Okay.
and
let
to
me keep that.
and to have the freedom, that expression, that's where I like to bring that about in people, I guess, and just the freedom of movement. And we do have, sometimes people are restricted about their moving.
Yes. Yeah.
I
As
am.
soon as we
I-
learn.
Are you a little
I get
bit?
a little self-conscious
Well,
about
let's-
dancing.
we'll just have to-
I still do it, but
I
It's
feel
okay,
like as
that's
soon as
okay.
we learn as a whole to jump and to climb, we're like, no, stop. You can walk, you can run, you can crawl. Don't jump, don't climb, don't move weird. Movement is really restricted. You know?
And the thing about too is that I miss so much about this, that I feel I brought to the table, was just again the word eclectic and mixing different styles and different fluidities and exploring random movements, whether it's the willow tree energetics and then the static, like the Roth static dance, Gabby Roth. And so just fun things like that. And I've met a young woman, and I might even, this would be a good combination to have a little soiree with a little static dance blended in.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, I
What
bumped
is-
into her with
what is-
Shane Clyde at I think it's Miel.
What
And
is
she
static
danced with-
dancing?
A static dance is like, how do we explain it? It's like prayer through dance, but it's like, I don't even know how to, it's just a freedom, and the songs, and sometimes it's live drums too, and sometimes it's blended DJ. It's really, really beautiful.
That's awesome.
One of the things I have to,
We got some things to do.
with being a little self-conscious with my own movement, my own dance, there has never been a time when I have seen somebody else dancing, whether they dance well or they dance
Right.
badly, where I've ever judged them for what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Almost
Never
especially
once.
if they dance badly or
Right.
sing badly or anything, art exists, whatever, badly, but they're still committing to it. I feel like that's very inspiring.
It's very inspiring.
Especially to the people around them. They're like, Oh yeah, I don't have to be a pro at this to enjoy it, huh?
Exactly.
I've seen for
and it feels so good.
I'm putting air quotes around terrible because I don't think that's the right description for it. But you've seen people out there, dancing in a way that is not typically considered a great
You wouldn't
dancer.
see it in a music video.
And my thought is not like, oh, look at them, they're embarrassing myself. My thought is like, man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I wish I was out there doing that.
Oh my gosh,
And-
it is. I just love that to see somebody that just doesn't really, just freedom, just move, and it's all good.
It's
because
important to dance together as well because you see
Yes.
other people moving their bodies in ways you've never even thought of, and you're
Right.
like, oh, that
And
probably looks really cool.
like mirror imaging, which I
Yeah.
used to do a lot. Super fun. We all take turns. Like you take a turn, and I'd follow you. Then I'd do one move, and I'd follow me, and
Oh, yeah.
it's just fun. The mirror thing.
I
It's
love that.
very fun. Yeah.
My favorite dance choreographer right now is obviously Bob Fosse. Everyone goes through
Oh,
a Fosse
of
phase.
course,
The
Fosse.
really funky movements that are angular and like
Mhm.
kind of like intentionally quote unquote ugly.
Yeah, he's great.
And they
choreographer.
look so cool and
Mhm.
stylistic. I love that.
It's
That's
beautiful.
really fun.
Yeah, beautiful.
I saw the most amazing video the other day of a fun competition. It was
Is it a competition?
Oh, it was a dance competition.
Oh.
It was an Elaine dance off, like Elaine from Seinfeld.
Oh my god.
that's
It was a dance.
That must have been
people
fun.
dressed up like Elaine. People danced like her, and it was. I was like, oh my god, I want to do this. Like that was magic. And there were probably 20, 30. I think it was during like halftime of a football game or something.
Oh my gosh.
And they were out there dancing, and it was like the crowd was into
Live
it.
audience.
Yeah, and it was absolutely incredible. There were kids dressed as
That's
Elaine
great.
dancing, doing the
And this
Elaine
was
dance.
like
There was
filmed. You saw it
yeah.
on.
Yeah, it was a YouTube video or
That's
something.
funny. Oh my gosh.
There was a
How fun.
a drag queen, I think actually, that ended up winning. Yeah, it was an incredible show.
Did they
It was
dress
fun.
up?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah, they all dressed up
amazing.
like Elaine.
The big hair. I
Yeah,
love it.
it was fantastic.
That's great.
And I'm talking. There's been a couple people that reached out that want to do a dance competition, and they want to do it based on the Dance Revolution, and they want to call it a. I don't want to give out too much because it's not my idea, and it's not me going to be doing it, but I think they want to do it like a dance off.
Oh my gosh.
So in
Wow.
in the vein of like the popular game, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That's a lot of
And
fun.
Cirque du Soleil comes to mind when Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my
The
gosh. I've never
theatric-
seen
the-
live, but I've
live,
seen recordings.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Live is amazing.
I could only imagine
Mhm.
how like grandiose it must feel. The costumes, the set, everything in person.
Everything, and
The music.
Yes, the music, all of it.
I once won tickets to the Beatles Cirque du Soleil show in Vegas,
Ooh.
but I wasn't in Vegas, and I'm like, I can't get to Vegas, so I.
But you won tickets to go.
I did.
So you gifted them?
I don't even remember what I did
Okay.
with them. I don't know if it was possible to gift them. I don't think I did. I think I just didn't go, but we didn't know who to give them to or who was going to be. I think we were still in Alaska or something or traveling. I don't know, but not able.
Well,
to make it to
Melanie
Vegas.
Huff's troupe in Spokane, they do a great job.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, wonderful dancers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
They do shows frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have their own studio now in
Yeah.
Spokane.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they just did a show recently at the Fox, I believe.
And their name, somehow the troops.
Vital Movement.
Vital Movement.
Vital Movement.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's
So
cool.
good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they are.
So enjoy them.
And
Yeah.
Melanie. I mean, come on.
Oh,
She's
yes.
amazing.
We've shared the stage together.
She's amazing.
She is amazing.
All right. So we got a few minutes left here. I still want to talk more about your show.
Perfect.
And
Yeah, I'd love to.
And I know we've talked about what to expect, and so do you have any kind of flow? Is it going to be more of an eclectic mix, just generally, or is there going to be some sort of format that you're going to be using for it, or?
I think it's going to be basically like what I'm feeling that day.
Yeah,
Kind of
perfect.
like the energy of the day. If it's a nice sunny, bright day, if it's more mellow, maybe we'll go more lo-fi. I think that the idea is I personally can't listen to any one genre for too long.
Same.
I have to bounce around.
Me too.
So it'll be maybe, I wouldn't say whiplash because it'll all like energetically be similar. But yeah, eclectic will be the key word for
I
sure.
love it. Love
And
it.
I think it'll also really bridge a lot of gaps. I think that'll be a goal as well. I think maybe older and younger people, men and women, any genre you like, you might hear something where you're like, oh, that's getting added to the playlist. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a lot of fun.
You know, and there's so my personal playlist is very eclectic. I don't like building playlists. I like I use when I'm streaming, I use Pandora because I can just set the genres and put them in, then put shuffle, and it'll pick songs I don't know that I've never heard based on what I like, and I love that. My wife and I, we kind of go back and forth because she's like, how can you listen to songs that you don't know what's going to play next? I'm like,
that's
what?
the fun.
Right? I'm like, that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, in
like,
a certain way.
She's like, what if it's a bad song? And then I listen to a bad song and I go on to one I like, afterwards.
Oh, yeah. I understand wanting to control your experience because you only get so much free time.
Yeah, yeah.
I totally understand that. But at the same time, God, the what I would give to experience certain songs for the first time again.
Right.
That is an experience that you sit there and you are like immediately like, oh, whoa, it just keeps getting better. Okay. And then you want to play it over and over and over again. But that first time hearing that
the
new
adventure
song,
of it, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like watching a movie for the first time. Yeah, it's fun to watch a movie 100 times if you like it.
But when you first,
but you remember when you first watched it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Another one is when you hear a song or something for the first time, and you're not sure if you like it or not.
Yeah,
and
that's
this
really
is
fun.
Weird. This is kind of strange. I don't know. And then you listen to it again, and it hits you, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
this is amazing.
Oh yeah. Or even songs that hit your ear weird when you first hear it. You're like, oh, yuck. Oh, no way.
Yeah.
And then later on you find yourself singing it and you're like, I got to listen to it.
So have you listened to Strange Cargo? These are some songs that I've choreographed to because I was always interested in unique sound.
Yeah.
They're really good. Strange Cargo, Hinterland. And that came to mind. And then Deep Forest. Deep Forest is a beautiful piece that was like an African mix. But yes, it's just wonderful. I just really appreciate the eclectic energy that you're going to bring to the show.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
And there's a lot of people that think there has to be a specific flow to music. It has to be in the same genre. You can't skip genres. You gotta. My playlist will do like massive, pretty major shifts from one song to the next. Yeah. And a lot of times it works for me because it takes you, like you said, it takes you from in the mood. It's not about so much the beats per minute or the instruments or the genre or the style of music. It's about continuing a mood along.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think you can do that successfully without, and have it be songs that don't necessarily traditionally would have gone together.
Yeah.
I can listen to some, sort of funky new wave, modern song, young band, and then break into like a 90s hip hop song, right afterwards. Some good old fashioned gangster rap, some Biggie or Tupac,
Absolutely.
And it works, and there's times when I'm like, yeah, cool, that really went well together.
Yeah.
And it surprises you sometimes when things you don't think work together really do, and you're like, wow, and it hits you like, that was awesome.
Yeah, I typically like to just shuffle my liked songs, and then it feels like the word whiplash. Yeah, you'll just be like, whoa, but then it also feels like a roller coaster in a lot of ways. I feel like it'll be a lot more intentional on my show than just shuffling my liked songs.
Yeah.
But that being said, it still feels a little bit like a roller coaster where it's like that curated, like, whoa, I just felt a lot, and then, whoa, now we're coming down. Slowing down a little bit with this one. I think it's definitely a ride.
This is it?
Ready to ride.
Someone's out there.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe our emergency alert system was going off. So really quick here, you have a friend commenting on Facebook.
Oh.
Destiny.
Oh, hey, Destiny.
Yeah, she says so excited to see Eliana on here. And then she tells a little story. I'm gonna read a little story about. I'm gonna tell a little story about you. So Destiny says, I remember when Gina used to come to the Valley School when I was in elementary school and do fun dance stuff. So many people have been blessed by her in this area. Aww. So that was about Gina.
Aw.
Yeah.
Destiny, I know Destiny. Thank you, girl.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Put yourself out there. You
can
really affect the community and people on an individual level. Look how much you've done for the community. Just putting yourself out there, letting yourself be available.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Touches my heart.
Yeah.
Brings me great joy.
So that does just about do it for our time today on the show.
Beautiful.
It goes by really fast.
Yeah, it does.
So do you have anything you want to say to people getting ready for your show?
Well, I'm excited to see you guys tonight. Every Thursday. Tune in and I'll see you then.
Absolutely. Looking forward to having you.
How fun to all of us get together today.
Yeah, this was
Fantastic.
amazing. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for letting me join.
Oh, it's
Absolutely.
wonderful.
Today's been a fun one. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you both for coming in today. Gina, thank you always for everything you do. Leah B, thank you so much for taking my time. I do want to actually point out too that I first contacted you. You were
A while
actually
ago, yeah.
So it was before I even really knew Craig. And
Really?
Yeah, because you had been I had seen your name doing karaoke, and I think I'd gone to a couple things, and I'm like, man, she's got a really great energy. I think I saw you at Fired Up doing something.
Yeah, I've worked everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And I'm like, oh, we really need to get, you were young, you're energetic.
Yeah.
You've got
shining her light.
And what you do well, and I have to say this, you command a crowd.
Oh, thanks.
Even-
I love parties. I love energy, and I'm like, get up and dance, guys. What are we doing?
Even doing karaoke, you're more than just the karaoke DJ. You were singing. You were more of the entertainment yourself, bringing other people into what
Fantastic,
you were doing.
yes.
Well, I don't want that to sound like a mic hog. I love letting other people sing too, guys.
No, you were the reason people were getting up and singing.
Oh yeah,
and they.
You're working
thank you.
You're working your magic, girl.
You were involving the crowd, and it takes I've been to karaoke things before where it's somebody standing up there and they said, okay, next, and they announce the name, and then there's karaoke DJs who really get the crowd going.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It became a weird passion for me.
Yeah.
It became a thing where I was just excited to give a community something to look forward to, because that's what karaoke used to be for me when I used to be a regular. And that's how I got the job, because it was something I really loved, and I think they could tell. And they're like, what would you think about being behind the counter?
Absolutely.
And I was like, what?
Well, and that's what I said
that's wonderful.
When I first saw you, it was about the time a little after I'd taken over the station, and I was like, man, I got to get her on the radio because she's just really got a great
full
energy.
circle.
Yeah.
Exactly. Cosmic, serendipitous.
And
Meant to
I'm
be.
glad, and we're friends now, and I'm glad I got to meet you, and I'm glad I got you on the station. I'm glad you got back to me. So
Me too.
So, really
yeah.
appreciate
And
it.
we
worked out exactly
met
when I
when
was
she was
supposed to.
9 years old, right here dancing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Music brings
and-
people together.
yeah,
It really does.
absolutely.
And now
here
we have
we
this
are, full
beautiful
circle.
friendship between the three of us, all because of music.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. Thank you out there so much for listening. You can tune in tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. for Out. No. Oh, my God. See, I'm reading through my list. I was on autopilot for a second. Record scratch. Let's go back to that.
New and exciting tonight.
I'm going to delete this out of my playlist after we get off the show. Thursday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight.
Right here.
You can catch Leah B's debut show,
Pretty Static.
right here on KCHW.
6 to 8.
6 to 8 p.m.
Thursdays.
tonight. Then from 8 to 9 p.m. we have Kelton a Twist. 9 to 11 is Acoustic Cafe. And we'd like to wish everyone a great day out there. It's cooling down a little bit, so you get a little bit break.
Do something
little bit of
fun and
break in the
playful.
weather. Yeah. Like listen to Leah B.
Of course.
On the radio tonight.
After
Pretty
you cool
Static
off from a
6 to 8
nice,
p.m.
fun day.
There you go.
Right? Right?
There you go.
And don't forget, you can also check that out online. You can go to our KCHW Facebook, or not our Facebook page, rather, kchw.org. There's a player on there. You can listen online. You can also set us up on your Alexa, your Roku TV, anywhere where you can set up live streaming. You can generally find us. Where there's a will, there's a way. And or you can tune in to KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great one. Check us out tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 9:01.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414.